In this video, I'll show you how to work with different HDFS components in Talend. Those are primarily used for file management activities, such as checking for a file if it exists, and if it exists, then how do we process files in a folder, iteratively, one by one. And also, we will look at one of the example related to aggregation of data when you are reading files from HDFS. And finally, we will look at how do we copy the input files to a separate archive folder. Um, so let's get started with this example. On the HDFS side, I have a folder called input and stocks. So under that, I have a configuration file that determines whether all my input files are arrived and ready to process. So we'll be looking for this particular file. If this file exists, then we will start processing the remaining files. And if this doesn't exist, we will raise some error and will kill the job. Okay, so let's get into our Talend studio. So I have created a HDFS connection in the pre-job. You are by now you are very familiar with that, and I'm going to use a component called hdfsExist. So how it works is so we will have to point to a particular HDFS folder where our configuration file exists, right? You can specify that configuration file name in this section. Once this is done, I have got two Java component to basically print whether the file exists or does not exist. If it does not exist, then probably will kill the job, saying the config file is missing. Okay, so let's get started. So in order to check if it exists, we will be making use of this option trigger and then the run if command. So based on certain condition, these two will be executed, right? So what is my success case? The file should be existing. So for that, how do we check if it exists? Is by issuing this command hdfs, and if you see, there will be a variable already, right, that says if my file exists. And if you notice, this is of boolean type, so we will have to check it using true or false flag, right? So this is our condition for if the file exists. So if the file does not exist, we'll copy paste the same thing and then we will change it to false. So this means the file does not exist. Then if that file does not exist, I just want to call the tDie component, which will actually kill the job with this particular error code and priority, right? If that configuration file does not exist, then we don't have to process the entire file, right? So let's go ahead and test if this part works, and then we'll move on to listing the directory and processing it. Okay, so let me run it. Okay, so now it says file exists. You see the true and then the false, so the file exists. Okay, so now what I'll do is the next thing, I will be making use of few components here. Basically the first one is the HDFS list. So we'll iteratively read a particular folder, this particular HDFS folder, and then we look for star.csv. All the CSVs file from this folder will be read. Okay, stock 1, stock 2 and stock 3. And once those are read, I want them to be processed in iterative mode. So for that we will go to row and then iterate. Okay, so now HDFS input component is connected, right? How do we read a particular file in that particular iteration? Is by this global variable. This global variable, you can actually get it if you just type in thdfs list and then hit control space, you can get the current file path, right? So this contains path and also the file name from the HDFS list component. Okay, so let's go ahead and run the okay, so before that let me also make sure the schema is properly copied or not, right? I have got 4 columns, so I have everything ready. What I will do is I'll propagate this to a log row component to print the values. Okay, so let's see if that exists. Okay, the schema is not in sync, so let me sync it. Okay, let's go ahead and run the job. So when you run the job, it will iterate through multiple files, and for each file it will print the number of records into console. Right, when I expand, so these are my file content. Okay, all right, so now we have looked at reading the file part. Now let me do aggregation. So for that, I will enable this aggregate row component, and let me connect here, and from here I will connect to tlog row. Let's do a sync, and now let's look at the aggregate row settings. So it has got a group by clause and also the operation. So operation is where we perform sum, count, and average, max, min, just those type of operation. And group by is something the aggregation is performed at these column level, right? So let's say if you want to calculate price per market, we would be keeping the market under our group by class, and the actual function will be performed in operations. So now let's choose sum, right? It's going to use this price column, perform the sum on price column based on the group by market. So that's all the setting needed, and then let's check that. Okay, those two are done. I'm gonna save the job, and everything else looks okay, right? I'll do the quick sync. Okay, let me go ahead and run the job. Okay, so you see our file exists. That's why okay, so now we have forgot to add that condition. Probably we can join it based on the subjob okay. If subjob okay, if this exists, then only you pass the control. That we can set it as well. So let's say if this file does not exist, then it would go to kill, and the tdie will make sure the next component is not executed. Right, so now we had 3 files, so all the 3 files are read. There were 1000 records in each of the file, and output of the t aggregate row is 2 because we have 2 market. So let's look at the output. Okay, so we have a market column and also the price column, right? So in each of the file we have these 2 market and some of the prices, right? This is for the second file, and similarly this is for the third file. So this is how you can perform the aggregations in Talend using HDFS input. And once this is done, let's work on moving those files to the some archive folder. Right. So for that we will be connecting using on subjob okay, and inside copy you have a way to actually rename the output file, right, and also remove the source file. So you don't really need this HDFS delete, right? The copy itself will take care of the delete part and also rename part and moving to a different folder also. So we will just we'll delete this component. Let's do that operation within this HDFS copy. So the options here are the source file directory. We just have to give the source file directory, which in our case is under user we have HDFS input, then stocks. So this is our input directory, and the target location I want this to be captured to, let's say, the archive directory, and just type in. Okay, under that archive directory let me create another subfolder called stocks, and under that I'm adding one of the global variable here. It's built-in variable from Talend side. I'm taking the current date and I'm formatting to this fashion, and then under archive stocks folder I will be creating this folder called a YYMMDD folder, and inside that folder I'm gonna copy our input files, right? Because the files are already processed, so we should be ideally putting those files back to archive folder. You have a way to even rename it. I am not gonna do that for now. And let's say remove source. So this will take care of deleting the input file, right? The files from input folder. Okay, I'm saving the file and running it. Right, so it has printed, and then our copy is also completed successfully. Let's see on our HDFS side. Let me go ahead and refresh. Okay, because the files are already deleted, right? There are no files in this folder now, right? Let's go to archive folder, um, stocks, and we have the date folder, which is 1111. Under that you already have the files. So all the files from input folder are now copied over to archive. So this is how you can perform the complete file management within Talend, to check if the file exists, and also raise error if it is not existing, right? And then you read the file and then process it and do some aggregation, and also take care of archiving the file. I hope this is clear, and I hope you liked it. Happy learning.